And yes, looks like we are back at essentially the beginning.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
It certainly is different. I'll leave it.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape. Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
Living memory of Alan Wake, an author and a husband. This just reminds me a whole lot of the statue Dougie looks at in The Return.
Maybe he was a writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Oh, that's fun.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Yeah, so there's this is something you learn about in Control of a little bit of what Alice has been up to.
Alice! Alice! Alice. This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her? This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before. Alice's video camera. No memory card inside. Alice's memory card.
I would say this definitely looks different compared to the Alan Wake 1 apartment. I mean, it's possible she could have switched apartments, but again, is this a change or is this like literally some kind of weird retcon?
moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. Then he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Wonder what's that all about.
Some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives forever, this road. Some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives forever, this road. I can see you there, but you don't see me anywhere. I'm right in front of you, I'm right here on this winding road. What are you looking at? Is it your face on a pane of glass? 'Cause somehow this window becomes a trap on this winding road. Will it ever let me go? Forever I am fading to black. Forever I am circling back, just to fall into this trap, this winding road.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time it...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Okay.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
We can profile Alan ourselves.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
The water is rising is a crazy line because I just showed how that was the case back in the first chapter.
This mug always cheers me up.
Yep. And I don't know. I think I've pretty much seen everything. Oh wait,
Mom may
this
be
is new.
gone. But whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Alan
Wake
Wake
just gave
interview.
us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Already looking into the cult. Two birds, one stone. The
The
story.
pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
There is an entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence. Okay, this is just kind of like recapping, I guess. Wants to turn the world into a nightmare. Also, I like In that last profiling quote, he says, don't wake the dreamer. Um, who is the dreamer? The return showing up again. Okay, light protects. Bullet areas are safe. Scratch and the dark presence are interchangeable. Wake was trapped for 13 years. Dark place can be accessed from the bottom of Cauldron Lake. Fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change reality. Oh, it's this one. So whatever you write in the dark place becomes reality? It can't be that simple. Story changes our reality bit by bit. Process is gradual. If we don't stop it, everything will be permanently changed. That only gives us 2 days. Must get the clicker before scratch, whether the story can be changed. The clicker? Magic light switch. This is talking about overlaps, so probably dark
That's
place.
it. The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Wild stuff.
And I entered the overlap by reciting the poem. Another thing to mention, we recited a poem. Uh, brings us Thomas Zane to mind again. Pretty cool. Overlap needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality eroded by repeated dark lore and a counterpoint crafted in depths of the dark place, connecting the story on the other side.
Okay.
Which is pretty much exactly what we saw happen with Nightingale. It must be supported by an accompanying narrative in the dark place. Fortunately, that is all I can do here. That is all I can do here. Cult of the Tree. What kind of cult? This is where it's like you kind of just guess. Cults working for/with someone.
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon. Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air. But she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Well, that gives a pretty clear indication of where we gotta go.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
And now we can switch back and forth however we want, which is cool. I think I'm gonna try to keep something like this where we do like a section as Saga and then a section as Alan.
Hi, welcome.
Okay, past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
So yeah, we can explore the town a little bit
Thank
more
you.
now.
Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
Now I know that you can actually see Cult of the Tree members in town. This looks like one of the models. But there's a lot of them, from what I remember.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin! Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Warrior Lighthouse Trailer Park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Hey, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
I don't think there's gonna be anything new here.
And boy, do we have some breaking news that sure
Oh, we got
knocked
Pat
our socks
again.
off. Davis Family Beef Jerky will now be available at the Sunday market in 3 delicious flavors. That's right, our favorite sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, can now be enjoyed in smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. I handed out samples here at the Valhalla Nursing Home and thought I'd catch up with one of our residents to get her thoughts. Donna, how are you?
I've got chronic back pain from my spinal stenosis.
Oh dear. You know, when I'm feeling stiff, I find a light snack helps. So, did you try that beef jerky?
No, lunch is at 11, and I wanted to save my appetite because today was the fish soup with crackers. You're allowed up to 4 crackers, but I only take 1 unless I have a glass of cranberry juice. They ran out of cranberry juice at breakfast, which is at 7. I didn't take the oatmeal today because it makes me gassy before cribbage, and I can't...
So you didn't try the jerky. Got it. Well, that's too bad, Donna. Their new teriyaki flavor sure does hit the spot.
They had teriyaki salmon with
And of course, this is the guy handling the radio
But we all know the salmon
in the original game.
and then you're late for bingo. And who needs all that
is a shit flavor. Who? Is that Tapio? How are you on the line?
I couldn't end the call.
You've been on the phone this entire time?
Yes, and I hate teriyaki.
Well, it's delicious on jerky. So, let's give a big thank you to Wendy Davis for these samples.
Wendy? No, that can't be right. Wendy went missing in 2010. I heard she's dead.
No, I'm referring to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky.
Wendy Davis. That's the dead one. She's dead.
Right. Well, that's our time. Remember to keep your coffee warm and your chin up because that sunshine's right around the corner. Pat Maine, signing off.
Am I able to actually double check that? If I go to previous murders. Wendy Davis, teacher, found in 2018. Yeah, that's a bit spooky.
Hello? Hello?
It's not opening.
I think this one is a new one to go into. Tammy didn't want me to come. Blah, 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 blah. An idea for a new play, a space called Burning Down the Galaxy in some misguided search for TBD, a lone man, an artist, wandering through the stars until his destiny puts him straight in the cult's path. All black cast, a musical, a rock opera. Well, that page looks important.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain.
Yeah, so this is probably something that happened way before, Saga came. We're going to find more pages like that.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Aye.
Well, these guys aren't creepy at all. What you doing, bro? You're in the home screen.
Hello.
What are you doing, girl?
I need bolt cutters.
This guy obsessed with proving his value as a chimney sweep. Or not a chimney sweep, but just a street
Hey.
sweeper. Who are you talking to? Why are you looking in the car? Maybe I'm overthinking some of this.
How many times do I have to tell you? She's gone missing.
Are you sure she's not just avoiding your calls?
Why would she do that? I'm a lovely person.
Eye in the sky. I don't like it. It's staring at me. Help! Turn it away. Turn it away.
I can't force it open.
Can I find Mulligan and Thornton?
Mulligan and Thornton told everyone to stay out of the basement. And now, they're nowhere to be found.
Ah.
I bet they're just trying to get out of work.
Let's not assume the worst of our colleagues.
Yeah, God forbid.
It doesn't budge.
No going in the basement. You know what? I do understand.
Gotta remember to buy stuff for taco night. Hot sauce, extra hot.
Let's go!
Too.
Oh yeah, anyone at the park? And then I'll go to the diner.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! What will become of my birds now? Where will they go? Who will feed them? Fly away, find a happier place. Go while you still can. And what about old Margaret? Where will I go? Who will I look after when all my little friends are gone?
No, that's sad.
It's too late. Too late for my birds. Too late for me.
We can't even hear this one. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. I'm sure they're saying something funny. It's beer. It's gotta be funny. Turn the sound up. Turn the sound up now. Enjoy on a boat. Enjoy in the sauna. Oh my gosh. Enjoy at home. Why not? Unleash your inner Wolverine. And there we go. I got it. Same thing as before.
So, I'm thinking of pre-gaming at my place before Deerfest. Drinks, snacks, some charades maybe. Interested?
In everything but the charades.
What's wrong with charades? It's fun. And deer-themed.
Okay, let's get going.
Have a nice day.
Come on. Watery.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? It must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the Salt Shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Okay, it is a brand new area.
Hey, what did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that, but idle hands are the devil's playground, so...
Well, us fishing types appreciate you all, at least.
Missing dog. Do not feed the fish. What will you catch?
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later. Mayor Seta will stand up for justice.
Hey, where's the time gone?
There's just a wretched husk of what used to be me left.
Watery's definitely quaint.
Good to see you.
I bet they have good fish here.
Oh, you rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
Get them out. And we got Ati performing.
Okay then. Catchy tune.
Deep depths of an artist's mind. Tom the Poet, a film by Thomas Zane. So again, apparently he also made a movie. We did see a movie poster in Alan Wake 1, literally at the very beginning of the game. Based on a novel by Alan Wake. Well, that just makes absolutely no sense. Emil Hartman is the assistant? The Life of Thomas Zane. The auteur. His lost work, Tom the Poet, his mysterious disappearance. Playing his own dark double in his films. The poet, the writer, the diver. Thomas the Run. This is a good song, Yötön Yo. It's basically about, like, the devil, again. A lot of demonic imagery.
Excuse me.
Um,
Do you know where...
Artie's in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
Referring to Scratch as the devil. That's what I was trying to say. I'm trying to remember, there's something about these names here that's like a crazy kind of connection Easter egg you can make. I don't remember. I'm gonna look it up as soon as the recording's done. Ilmo Koskela and Yako has made our town watery, a bustling hub. And they created Coffee World. What's it about? It's the world's greatest coffee-themed amusement park. So these are the guys in the commercials. The Slow Roaster, the Espresso Express Fresh Pot Gift Shop.
Such a shame.
Ati and the janitor. So yeah, this is how I can switch to Alan's side. You can basically do it at most save points.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks. Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. He owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
Just want to say, take note of the tree. Is there anything else? I'm not really expecting anything. A drawer. I would be very shocked if there was ammo inside of there.
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you. Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. Are you familiar with the cult of the tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh? It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories? So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
They lost a moose, you say?
So... your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really. Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
Profiling may give me the answers I need. Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous. Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Jaakko. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
Let's see what we can add to the story. Nope. Fact versus
Wade
fiction.
says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction. Trailer
Well,
park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga.
Okay.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Jaakko and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
Am I gonna hear what they say?
Nothing? What am I paying them for? Guess they're busy. Ay, vittu. Well, after they finally pick up, we really need to get over to Bright Falls for that, thing. Yep. Must be busy at the park. These are off-peak hours, Jaakko. They're just slacking.
Okay. Let's put one more thing down.
The Koskelas think I lived in the trailer park. With Logan. The story really is changing people's memories. Why aren't mine affected?
I wonder. That's a
The spare
very
key is
good
at Coffee
question.
World. First the witches at the
But
diner.
I'm gonna call it
Now the
for
Koskelas.
now.
They all think Logan and I used to live here. Wake said the horror story
Got
would
a
make
lot of
people
story
crazy.
we're gonna get into.
Like they're being brainwashed
A
to
lot
believe
more
the
gameplay.
story.
Coffee World's gonna be fun.
Is it spreading?
And the trailer park.